Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. I will tell you about 7-year-old Ahimsa Ghee made from clarified yogurt butter using protected cow's milk and cooked according to an ancient Indian recipe. This butter may be different from what you have tasted before, and also I will show you few publicity accepted misconceptions and simplifications about ghee. If you see me for the first time, I will tell you briefly who I am and where from I have got the world's only one 9-year-old Ahimsa Ghee. My name is Untitled Chapter. In 2015, I created the Yoga Milk brand to help the Bhumi cow protection shelter in Bezvodne in southern Ukraine. For about a year, I worked with delivery across Ukraine and neighboring countries. At the time, I set aside 1 jar of ghee for 7 years for an experiment. Spoiler, 9 years have passed and the butter is perfectly fine. Next years, I traveled to international conferences of eco-settlements with presentation of Bhumi project, and these contacts as a result helped the shelter to get important, non-financial but material help after the war started in Ukraine. I would like to thank Maxim Zalewski, president of Ecovillage network of Ukraine, for his maximum assistance in this process. I also want to please all past customers of Yoga Milk who took our white ghee. This jar shows that you bought the maximum Vedic quality butter that really you could keep for 7 years or more. So let's get to the topic of the video. Also at the end I will talk about white ghee and something special about yellow ghee. 3 criteria of real ghee that Vedic scriptures talks about are: first, ghee will not spoil in 7 years of storage. Second, ghee is made from clarified yogurt butter, not cream butter. Third, milk for yogurt butter is ahimsa, which means non-violence, instead of grieving mother's milk. And now more details for each pint. First, ghee must be stored for 7 years. Maybe it sounds very romantic to say that 7-year-old ghee is a kind of ghee. At the same time, this phrase has a completely pragmatic nature. For example, you have fresh ghee in front of you. The seller talks about the properties of ghee from the scriptures, but did he cook his butter according to the technology that is meant in ancient texts? If it was cooked a day or months ago, and you need to understand how it is cooked according to what recipe, how will you do that? I will give you now an ancient answer to this question. If the dairy product does not spoil for 7 years, it means the technology is right. That's all. If you are offered to buy ghee that will spoil in a year or two, that is not a small number, but it still means that the technology of cooking ghee hasn't been respected to the end. The primary in recipe is technology. Taste is a secondary attribute. Taste doesn't guarantee storage for 7 years. So why storage? According to Wikipedia, ghee is a pure milk fat. If there are no impurities inside, it means fat will not spoil. If there are impurities, it will spoil, sooner or later, whenever. Impurities are burnt micro pieces that give the ghee its yellow color. Yes, they give to yellow ghee the taste which we love. At the same time, such butter is tasty maybe 10-15 months after cooking, and during 7 years it slowly loses its taste and spoils. The founder of Bhumi shelter, Balaraj, realized how to get pure milk fat. According to ancient technology, he cooked my 9-year-old ghee by stewing on a wood-fired oven at a temperature of 95-96 degrees for 24 hours, and overcooked micro pieces didn't form at all. This solution allows to evaporate all water and leave pure milk fat without impurities or burnt fried micro pieces. Maybe it is the first time when you're hearing about Bhumi project. I will tell you shortly. It is a charitable cow protection farm in the south of Ukraine, founded in 2008, which raises donations to buy back all cows and newborn calves that people want to sell to the slaughterhouse. Over the past years, more than 1,500 cows and bulls have been saved. I call the basic principle of the shelter work in relation to cows 3 zeros. 0 kill, 0 sale, and 0 violence. 0 kill, it means all cows have naturally long length of their life. 0 sales, it means no one can be sold because transferring ownership of a cow stops guaranteeing safety of their life. Sale to a neighbor also means that the cow will later be sold for meat. And the violence means that calf is not conceived for getting milk in a violent way. Let's go back to 3 points of real ghee. Second point is ghee is cooked with clarified yogurt butter, not cream butter. Ancient texts tell us about yogurt butter. For example, Srimad Bhagavatam 10.9, Mother Yashoda, thinking of Krishna, cooks yogurt butter. Creamy butter, according to history, it started to be more popular after creation of the separator only in 1878, almost 150 years ago. Also, in ancient India, it is easier to get a lot of yogurt butter than a lot of cream. To get cream, you have to wait for cream separation from the milk and then separate it from the milk by hand. After this, milk will become less fatty and lower quality. But how to get yogurt into nature? Put a ferment in the milk or just let it stand in the warm room and it will become yogurt. To summarize the second point, I will say yogurt and cream are technologically different substances, and products you make from them will also have different properties. Third, ahimsa, non-violence. The butter for ghee isn't made from the milk of grieving mother. I will talk here about metaphysics and pragmatism at the same time. The Upanishad scriptures state that the milk of grieving mother isn't correct for humans. These are important words. Ahimsa milk is when cow's calf for whom she gives milk isn't given to the slaughterhouse and lives nearby, and the cow is milked after the calf has drunk. Additionally, it helps keep the cow's udder healthy. Otherwise, the energy and natural cow synergy is disturbed. Milk isn't just material substance, it has metaphysical and energetic properties as well. You may ask, so what about Swiss cows? Is their milk non-violent? They actually keep in excellent conditions, but be sure cow's calf, if he is a bull, he is in a slaughterhouse, and the happy life of a cow also finishes earlier than nature's time limit. I think you understood the answer. In the Vedic times, all cows were protected by the state. For example, Maharaja Nanda had not sold cows for slaughter, and Maharaja Parikshit personally punished the man who abused the cow. Srimad Bhagavatam Sang 1, all of chapter 17. Therefore, in the scriptures, when we read word milk, it means the milk of happy mother. Now in Kali Yuga, the word milk means a product of violence, so we have to introduce the term ahimsa milk for talking about milk in Vedic scriptures. I'd like also to tell about why butter is white. In 2015, I offered 2 kinds of butter, yellow and white. Yellow is traditional delicious ghee, we all like it. White is a different kind, it's 100% real milk fat with no yellow impurities and micro spices. It looks like white cream and has a creamy consistency. It's ideal for cosmetology and Ayurvedic healing. In the description under this video, I give you a link to the Bhumi shelter accounts and to all yoga milk account with photos of cows from the shelter. And now the final question. How much costs the only one rose jar with ahimsa, 9 years old, white pure fat, cooked by Vedic recipe? It is the first and who knows, maybe the last one jar at Kali Yuga times. Also, I saved the jar while evacuated from Irpin, where I lived when the war started in 2022. We know in Yugas before Kali, 7-year-old ghee was exchanged 1-to-1 with gold by its white. There is 250 grams ghee in a jar. It's 8 troy ounces of gold. The price of 1 ounce of gold today, when I am recording this video, is nearby $2,700, plus 20% tax. Let it be your donation or investment in cow protection movement, and what movement this jar will start, only God may knows. For your personalized proposition of payment and shipping, write me on Instagram or Messenger. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have questions or you know something more about ghee, please write me here in comments. Best regards.